Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to L Dubs Boxing. We back with another live stream, talking about this boxing, chopping it up. What's good? Yeah, I drop links. Yeah, let me know if you know anything about this WBA rankings and Ioka versus Tanaka. I'll drop a link. You can talk to me about it. What's good? What you do? Thanks for coming through the building. Yeah, I drop links. As long as you know what I'm talking about. I got you, bro. Too easy. But salute to everybody coming through the building. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the subscribers, you know what I'm saying? Playback, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys coming through. Drop a like, drop a comment. It's all good. Let me know if you know anything about that Tayshawn. Let me know. If you gotta get on box rate real quick, let me know. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna break down these new WBA rankings. I thought I'd do something different and just show you guys what I be doing, how I be trying to match up and try to match up these fights that's coming up, how I be guessing, and then how you can catch some shit in these rankings. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna screen share that, and then I'm gonna talk about the fight Ioka versus Tanaka, and then whatever else. You know what I'm saying? So welcome everybody, welcome. Come on through. We're gonna talk about this boxing. So yeah, I'm about to get the screen share popping. Yes, sir. New year about to drop. But I'm on the West Coast, so I got a couple more hours. So salute to everybody. Happy New Year, all that good stuff. So yeah, so we're gonna get into it. The new WBA rankings just drop. They drop the last day of each month, like clockwork. It haven't like ever since I've been keeping up with it. It's like clockwork on the 31st. The other sanctioned bodies have their own day too. I think like the WC is like the second week of the month. IBF, it depends on the IBF. If you got a world title fight, they're gonna wait a couple of days, but they usually drop the first week. JC, what's good, bro? Happy New Year, man. Salute to you. What's going on? So what else? A WO. Sometimes they drop on the first, sometimes they drop on the first week. But I think everybody probably drop that shit like the first week of January, the new year, new start. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes the IBF will wait a little while if they got a world title fight. This weekend they got a world title fight with Felix Alvarado versus DJ Krill on the Ryan Garcia undercard. So they might wait till Monday to drop their shit. So that's how they do. So let me know if you guys can see this. I'm gonna run through it. So starting with the heavyweight division. Let's get to it. So looking at it, nothing really changed. Only thing I see to change is Martin Bacoli. He probably slid up in there. He's at number 14. Everything else is about the same. because Badan Denu dropped into the rankings last month at number 9. He's still in there, so that tells me he gonna have a fight with. He might be an opponent for somebody. Uh, Maybe Wilder. You never know. If he don't get the Fury fight, Luis Ortiz. If he don't get the Dylan White fight, I know they talking about that. And Ruiz and Areola is supposed to fight, but I'm not sure. Kanaki is fighting Helenius probably in February, maybe March, something like that. Michael Hunter, I don't know. You got Philip Herkovic. I'm hearing that Herkovic and Michael Hunter gonna have a fight, which is a good fight, good matchup. Then you got Frank Sanchez. So the heavyweight rankings really ain't changed too much. It ain't really changed too much. I think Bacoli the only one, the new entry, but everybody else about the same. So ain't nothing to see there. Cruiserweight, same thing for cruiserweight. Only thing I see, uh, that's no, it's about the same. Maybe a little switch up here and there, but it's about the same. So cruiserweight really ain't changed. You see, they got basically 4 champions. That's just crazy. They got a super champion, Arsene Galamarian. He's from France, trained by Abel Sanchez. He's a good fighter though, undefeated. Bibu Shuvanov, remember him as a light heavyweight champion, lost to B-Hop, and then this kid right here, the gold champion. Like these are decent fighters, and then Ryan Mahari right here. So that's crazy, man. They didn't unify or make one belt. So ain't nothing too much changed in the cruiserweight. In the cruiserweight division, not really popping. You got Deion Nicholson right here. He's from Alabama. He trained the same gym as Deontay Wilder, so hopefully he can make some noise. You know what I'm saying? He a big puncher. All right, light heavyweight. Let's talk about it. So we got the super champion, Dimitri Bivol. John Pascal is the regular champion. Bivol already beat Pascal. The interim champion is Robin, what's his name? Kasnick, something like that. Y'all see him right there. He just beat the guy for the interim title. What's his name? Dominic Boston. He just beat him. Then you got Joshua Waxy. I mean, this one really ain't changed too much either. Only change I see is number 12, Yanitsky Gonzalez, the Cuban. He just had a fight last month. He just popped in there, so maybe he gonna fight somebody coming up because you know the WBA is rocking heavy with the PBC, so you gotta look. That's how I be doing my matchmaking. So Marcus Brown, he's number 9. We haven't seen Marcus Brown in a minute. I see Craig Richards. He jumped up. He had a good win. So maybe, but Waxy versus Craig Richards, that's a good fight. Zerlo right there. I would love to see Zerlo versus Bivol. And then I think Pascal is going to fight Badu Jack, probably like April, maybe coming up. That's going to be the next fight. So that's how I'll be looking at the matchups. I see who pop into the rankings that haven't been there before. So, and then when I see them, I'll be like, okay, I'm going to start matching them up to see, you know, especially with the PBC guys. I always go with them first since they heavy with them. So that's it. That's that right there. Super middleweight. All right. You got Canelo Alvarez is a super champion, so they switched that. They don't have a regular champion. They got a gold champion. Dave Morrell's supposed to fight for the gold. I mean for the regular, but he you know, he had a weight issue. Then they changed it at the last minute. So he's the interim champion. Adios right there. He had a fight. Number 2, he had a fight I want to say last week or about 2 weeks ago. David Benavidez at number 3. David Lemieux, Danny Jake. So we know these names. Berlinga, number 6. Not too much change right here. Only thing, Callum Smith dropped from the champion to number 8. I believe John Ryder dropped too. I may be wrong. But yeah, you got Beck the Bully at 14. So you know, pretty much the same. This Canelo, he's a super champion now. All right. So let's switch it. All right, y'all see that right there at the top. So Canelo Alvarez has, I guess he stepped down as a super champion at 160. That's good right there. So they only got the regular champion, Murata. So that's good news. So I've been doing some conspiracy theories and stuff like that, and I was thinking they was gonna make Eubank and Charlo for the vacant WA plus Charlo's WC. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that can't happen because the PBC has been rocking crazy with the WBA, and we've seen that before. You know what I'm saying? When they make a vacant title to fill that. So I'm not sure. Murata, he should get elevated to the super champion if you want to be realistic. But it's a reason why they didn't elevate him. Think about it now. They could have just elevated him and that's it. I think Charlo and Eubank gonna be a unification some way, somehow. I think that's coming down the pipe. That's just me. Um, so you got Eubank at number one. This kid right here, he's straight from Russia. This pretty much the same. Sergio was number 5 last month. He's still number 5. Jaime McGee in there. You know what I'm saying? Ronald Ellis, he's in there. He said Murata versus Canelo in Japan. Yeah, I can see that at the end of the year. I can see that at the end of the year for real. Because that's like a big boxing day, just like it was today. So yeah, I can see that. So this kid right here, Resendez, he's about to fight somebody. Oh man, who he about to fight? I just seen it. He about to fight Alantez Fox. Yep. I think he's like 11-0 with like 10 knockouts. He about to fight on the Caleb Plant, Caleb Truax on the card. So right here, Jose Rosendez, something like that. He about to fight Alantez Fox, who just got a win last week on Fox. Carlos Gongora, I don't know why they got him at middleweight. He just won that. He had that big fight at super middleweight against Ali Akhmadev when he stopped him in the 12th round. This kid right here can punch. And then you got Janabet, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro. So the biggest news about this division, Canelo gave up his super title at 160. Coco the Don, what's good, bro? Salute. Happy New Year to you, man. Salute to you, bro. So, yeah, just to take a peek at that. All right. So we're going to move down. 154. All right. So they got the same deal. Jamel Charlo, super champion. Lara, regular. Michael Sorrow. So Lara and Michael Sorrow supposed to be Laura's mandatory. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be the mandatory. So they're supposed to fight. Not sure if they're gonna get that on, but that's a good fight. Lara versus Sorrow. So they got a little switch up at the top. Matt Renoff was number 1 last year. Last month. And Fundora just jumped up. He was like number 7 last month. He jumped up because he won a title eliminator. He jumped up. He bumped Hurd and J Rock. They moved down. This kid right here, Magomed, he's nice. Karbranov, he nice. Karbranov, yeah, he tough. Then Rosario, my man Thomas Lamana just hopped in the rankings, number 10. So he might get some big coming up. Jorge Coda's still in there. So that's, I mean, these WBC, WBC, PBC, they're gonna be rocking heavy together. Bruce goes, what's good, man? Salute. Happy New Year to you. I appreciate the support. Thank you for coming through. You know what I'm saying? Dropping this knowledge as usual. You know what I'm saying? Cracking the code of these sanctioning bodies and these rankings. You know what I'm saying? Try to figure out what's next. So if you look at it, it's a bunch of PBC fighters in this. And 154 is like the best division in boxing. Very bipolar. A lot of these bottom half guys to give these top guys some good bump. Fondora's PBC, Hurd, J Rock, all PBC, Rosario PBC. I see Tim Zoo right there. Lamana, he had fights at PBC. Jamonte Clark, PBC. Oh, they took they took Chris Algieri out. Okay. Chris Algieri, if you look at the rankings from last month, Chris Algieri was number 13 for like 3 or 4 straight months. He ain't never fought past 147, so they took him out. Okay, that's good. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. He's nice. Yep. That kid nice. He should have a good fight coming up. I'm not sure who he would fight, you know what I'm saying, given the politics. Not sure who he can fight. We'll see. I like this fight right here with the number 5 guy. That'd be a good fight. 200 young guys. That's a good fight. So that's 154 right there. Going to welterweight. Check it out. Still got the 3 guys up top. Pacquiao, super champion. Ugas, the regular. Ortiz, the gold. Jamal James is number 1, interim champion. This kid right here was number 3 last month. He had a big win. Well, not a big win. He had the first round knockout. He said Rosario's trash. But he got to bounce back somehow. What's up, Rene Bajan? Rene Bajan, salute. He said, go to be the Mando. Okay. For who? Which one of the champions he gonna be a Mando for? You talking about Marinov? Which one of the champions? Help me out, because I'd be confused about that. Happy New Year to you, bro. I go back to it. Yeah, help me out, man, because I know from the WBA convention this past summer, they ordered Lara versus Soro. Lara's team wanted a stay busy fight, so they had one against Greg Vendetti. You know what I'm saying? Got the rust off or whatnot. Soro was supposed to fight December 13th in France, but that whole fight was called off when my man got injured. So which one of these champions? Yep, let me know. Let me go back to you. Hold on, let me hit Bruce Goes real quick. Who could make many fantastic fight in the welterweight division? Who could make many fantastic fight in the welterweight? Yeah, it's a lot of fights can be made. But let me go back. Help me out, Boxing with Sean. Salute to you. Because from my recollection, okay, he said Charlo or Lara. Not sure. Okay, yeah, me too. I don't know. So it had to be Charlo. I wouldn't mind saying Matt Renoff versus Fondora. Let's figure that out. I think that'd be straight. That's a good fight. That can happen too. Should be able to happen. Shouldn't be no barriers to that because Fondora not no big name. He should be able to. They can be able to lure Matt Renoff over there. He got some of his stablemates fighting on PBC, so we'll see. I know Mel got the IBF mandatory up next. That might be his next fight. I know he's waiting for Constantino. If Constantino can get the WBO off of Texture and bring it to the PBC side, they're gonna do undisputed, probably the back half of the summer. But Charlo should be back April, March or April. We'll see because they about to start announcing fights. Maybe because after Saturday we're gonna have like a 3-week drought, 2-week drought. We're not gonna have boxing, mainstream boxing until the 20th, Showtime Showbox, and then the 23rd Showbox championship boxing got a card with Leo versus Fulton, and they got a nice little triple hitter. So during that time, that little grace period, I expect a lot of the first quarter should be announced. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. All right, let's get on this welterweight division. He said that fight was boring. You talking about the Lara versus Vendetti fight, JC? If you talking about that, yes, sir. That was boring. All right, welterweight. The number 2 guy, he fought in his home country. I think it was his home country. It was a WBA sanctioned card. It was like about 20 fights on that card. It was like, I think it was on the 17th or the 16th. He's 3-0. He's 3-0. He got that high ranking. And this guy, Gabriel Magistri, he's like he was a 2-time Olympian, I believe. And I guess he in some good graces with Gilberto Mendoza or something. He's number 2. So we'll see who he fighting. Raz Butayev, he fought last week on the FS1 card. Now he's supposed to be Ugas mandatory because best Butayev fought Besputin last year. Besputin tested positive, and then Ugas was ordered to fight Abel Ramos. Before Abel Ramos was ranked, he was unranked. I checked these shits faithfully. He wasn't ranked. Yeah, the Lara fight, that was boring, bro. And he just automatically popped in at number 6 at the time, and he fought Ugas for the regular title. So yeah, he said he's 34. Yeah, how's he? Hey, he got something. I guess he got something on the WBA president But yeah, he's number two. Last month he was number three. Butea moved up. They dropped Mikey. He was like number two last month, and the rest of it pretty much looked the same. Conor Ben, yeah, he was in there last month. I'm not sure who Conor Ben gonna fight. He supposed to come back in March. He put on a good performance. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's why I like to keep up with these rankings. I ain't trying to let nothing get past me. This kid right here at number 6, Alberto Palmetta, he might be an opponent for one of these guys. Hopefully we can get Virgil Ortiz versus Rashidi Ellis in March. That's a good one. And then I don't know why Jesse Vargas at welterweight. He wanted to fight at 154. So I don't know, man. These rankings, that's why you can make some type of sense of it if you can identify it. You know what I'm saying? Abel Ramos, he might get a fight with somebody. I don't know. We'll see. He said, "How did Boot? He looked good. He looked good. He stopped the guy with a body shot in the, I think it was the second round. It was a taller type of guy. The guy was like 6'1", 6'2". So when I seen that matchup, I'm thinking maybe he's going to get Jamal James next, because Ugas might get out hearing rumblings about Ugas versus Sturman. So he was fighting a taller guy. I mean, he got him against the rope, landed a nice little combination, and stopped him to the body. He looked, yeah, he a good fighter for. Yeah, that's a good test for Ugas. He's young. He throw a lot of punches. He got the pedigree. I think he had over 300 amateur wins. So yeah, he can fight. He can fight. All right, we're going to 140. Let's see what they got. So we know Josh Taylor is a super champion. He's supposed to fight uh, Jose Ramirez for undisputed. That look like that's gonna be like May. They're trying to get a crowd. Barrios is a regular. He just defended his title against Ryan Carl and Ishmael Barroso. He's supposed to be fighting maybe in January, like in Miami, but he might get a big fight. The Golden Boy asked at the convention. They asked them, can Barroso get a big fight? So they might. Don't be surprised if he in a big fight. But you know what I'm saying, you gotta look at the rankings and see who he can match up with. This kid right here is nice. Alberto Peludo, something like that. He's from Dominican Republic. He fought on the card last month, December 17th. Tall southpaw, like 5'11", 6 foot. He's nice. He stopped the guy with a body shot that never been stopped. He was supposed to fight Rancis September the 6th on the Ugas card, but something happened. I don't know. So look out for him. Then we know Lewis Riston. Rancis, he'll probably get a good fight coming up. Regis, I'm hearing Regis and Barrios may go down. Bacteria. Now, Bacteria is supposed to, the WBA did order Bacteria to rematch Barrios, because I thought he beat Barrios on the Spence Porter undercard. That was a good fight. So he's in the mix. He fought on the PBC undercard, I think in August. He had a little stay busy fight, first round knockout. So he might be in the mix. This kid right here, he's the zone fighter trained by Joel Diaz, number 6. Gayasov. He's nice too. I seen this kid fight too not too long ago on the zone in Italy. Sandor Martin Ergashev. Gadashev. This kid, I like him. Southpaw, training with Sugar Hill. You got Tonio DeMarco. He been in the rankings for a minute. We just seen Jesus Ramos, so he gonna get that's how I be matchmaking. I think Jesus Ramos gonna come back, and I don't think he gonna fight nobody up here. I think he probably fight somebody on the back end. So that's how I be trying to figure shit out. What's up, Haplotype? Happy New Year, bro. Salute to you. Salute. Teddy B in the building. Happy New Year to you. Salute. So yeah, this kid right here, number 14, Giovanni Santiago, he fought in Dominican Republic too on that card, December 17th. These fights is on YouTube too. That's why I watched it. I was in the live chat. You might see me if you go back and look at the live chat. I was all in that shit. So yeah, you got Madonna's little brother. He up in there. So maybe he get a fight with Ramos. Oh, you never know. You know what I'm saying? You know how the PBC be doing these matchups, bro. You never know. All right, we're gonna go to lightweight. So yeah, he's nice. Yep. I think what set these guys apart, the ones from Uzbekistan, when they come over here, those guys are dedicated. You never really hear them like hear something about them not training hard or what I'm saying, missing weight. Those guys they come here dedicated and they be staying with Julio Diaz. Well, Joel Diaz in Indio, California. He have them right. All right, so same type of setup with 135 to female super. Tank is the regular. Mindy is the gold. Rolly is an interim champion. So I know everybody heard about Teofimo. He might fight Kambosos, his IBF mandatory in Australia, sometime in the spring. So we don't know. Javante is waiting to see what Ryan Garcia look like. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. He waiting for that. Mendy, I don't know what he can do. He should come over here and get some good fights over here. And then Rolly got a fight on the 23rd. He's fighting Justin Paldo on Showtime. And that's a decent little scrap. You know what I'm saying? Rolly should have lost his last fight. We all know that. You got Lomachenko number 2, Linares 3. Robert East, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's really going to campaign at 135 or not. Yeah, he got the JC, yo, no doubt, bro. He got the plug. He getting them right out of the amateurs, yo. They coming straight to him. Yeah, he shouldn't be number 1. He shouldn't be number 1. I wouldn't be mad they put Lomachenko number 1, honestly. But Robert Easton, I don't know if he's going to campaign at 35. I heard he was going to fight Hooker at a catchweight 145. Then I heard he was going to go to 140. Well, he last fight was at 140. Jackson Marinez is in a crossroads fight against Richard Comey on February the 13th. That's the undercard of Joe Smith Jr. versus Max Vlasov. So he got another good fight coming up. Pitbull Cruz, he's the number 2 guy in the IBF, but he might get a fight too. Depends how shit work. But he's a problem. James Tennyson, he a big puncher. He had a nice little win. He knocked out Josh O'Reilly. I don't know how he stayed in there. Michelle Rivera, that's a PBC fighter, so expect to see. I can see Rivera versus Pitbull Cruz. Albert Machado's up in there. See, there you go. Justin Paldo. He wasn't ranked last month. I got the proof too. See, that's how I be catching these WBA rankings and shit. They trying to put a fast one on your boy. Issa can make more money at 35. Yeah, if he can, yeah. But Justin Paldo is fighting Rolly Romero. He wasn't ranked last. He wasn't ranked. So they try to pull a fast one on you. But Paldo is ranked. He's training with Ronnie Shields. But yeah, see, that's how I like to look at these shits, yo. Catch their ass in the act. Because he wasn't ranked all year. All of a sudden, he get a fight with Rolly. Now he jumped in the rankings. So we know what these rankings about. Alfredo Santiago, he had a comeback win in Dominican Republic a couple weeks ago on that same card with the champion at 140, the interim champion. So he all right though. He can make a good fight with one of these guys. He's a stablemate with Manny Rodriguez at 118. And what's the kid's name? Cerebral Matisse. They stablemates. They like co-promoted out of Puerto Rico. And PBC used them as opponents and stuff like that. So yeah. There's some interesting matchups though these guys fight. But yeah, man, Paldo number 13. They try to trick you, bro. That's why I gotta stay up on shit. Because then in the telecast, they'll be like, Paldo is ranked number 13, but they don't tell you that he never been ranked at that weight. All right, moving to 130, which is a good division. Got some good champions. Tank is the super champion. Rene Alvarado, he fights this weekend against his mandatory, Roger Gutierrez. That's a rematch. That should be a fun fight. Mo Boxing in the building. Salute, bro. Salute. He said Easter versus Hooker. Yeah, it's a great fight. I was expecting that to be on the Spence Danny undercard. I was expecting that. That would probably boost up that undercard, but Yeah, that's a good fight. Two tall guys that like to fight. So you don't gotta worry about them giving up their height in that fight. So 130 is an interesting division. Alvarado fights Saturday against Gutierrez, a rematch. Berto is the gold champion, Mark Urbano and Banmoff. He decent, but I don't know. Chris Colbert, we seen him a couple weeks ago. He looked good. Had 11 round stoppage. I'm thinking he gonna fight the number 2 guy next. They got beef. Chris Colbert versus Xavier Martinez. Xavier Martinez is a TMT fighter. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna naturally happen, I think. I talked about the number 3 guy. He's fighting. So Abraham Nova, he should be getting a good fight. Kanishiwa Ugawa. That's a guy who tested positive against Tevin Farmer. Cancio, he signed with Top Rank and had a fight yet. So I don't know what's going on with him. Claudio Marrero, this guy Vicente. This is a UK guy right here. I think he's with Frank Warren, Anthony Casses. He's a tall softball. I think he's sparring Carl Frampton, getting ready for Jamel Herring, the number 9 guy. Jaime Abaleta, he just got stopped by Colbert. Joe Cordina. I like Joe Cordina. I haven't heard from him in a while. He's nice. Francois Fonseca, we know these names. Francois and Fonseca both fought Tevin Farmer. Fonseca was just blasted out last year by my man Ryan Garcia. So yeah, damn, they try to trick you, bro. Yeah, they need that fight. That pay-per-view was crazy. That pay-per-view was crazy. That was a crazy pay-per-view, man. I mean, those was like I was saying in the preview. Well, I did a live about that. I was saying like the fights are actually good fights on paper, but I don't think they pay-per-view worthy. Like Josecito versus Francisco Santana. That's a good fight on paper, but that's FS1. Fondor versus the African kid, that's FS1, bro. That's FS2. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do you. That's how they try to do us. But that's why we got those links. Gotta keep 100. All right. He said, yes, I did, man. I watched that fight. I can get on that real quick. I can keep going on these rankings. But yeah, that's a good fight. I only gave Tanaka 1 round. The first round. That's it. He got taken to school. Maybe another round in there, but he got taken to school. Ioka was sharp. You know what I'm saying? He had a nice tight guard. He was letting my man come to him. And he wasn't really getting touched. I know he had some swelling under his eye, but Tanaka was missing a lot. And Tanaka, I don't think he really got in his rhythm in that fight. I think my man Ioka did a perfect job is controlling the pace, you know what I'm saying, letting the fight come to him, and he was carrying off that stuff. And he pushed him back in a couple of spots in that fight. But he dominated to me, dropped him in the 5th and the 6th, and then he had him out on his feet in the 8th, and the ref stopped it. I mean, it was a perfect performance by Ioka. You know what I'm saying? It put him right in line to fight some top guys. I'm gonna talk more about that too, but they put him in line for some top guys in that division. And I'm thinking he should unify with the IBF champion. While Chocolatito and Estrada do their thing in March, get in Cajas. He got 8 title defenses. It's time, bro. You got that many title defenses, ain't trying to unify. Or I mean, because you really can't have an excuse. Some guys have a long title reigns, and they tried to unify, and it just one way or another it don't happen. But in Cajas, and he young enough, he should be trying to fight Ioka. Cordina, yeah, he's nice. I like him. He's smooth. He got some Linares vibe to him with his offense. Like he real smooth with his offense. So yeah, so that's 130. We're gonna go to featherweight. So interesting thing here. They still got Leo Santa Cruz, a super champion, and I've been hearing stuff about they was gonna elevate Kanzu so he can unify with Josh Warrington in February, which is that's a good fight. Josh Warrington versus Kanzu is a great fight, bro. A lot of action. So those are the 2 champions, Kanzu, Leo Santa Cruz, and Ramirez was on that Spence undercard. He popped to number 1. He was like number 9 or some shit like that. He popped to number 1. That was eliminated. He said, "Yep." Um, Everything else is pretty much nothing to. They got Samo Moreno number 6, Tugs number 8, but Tug like number 1 or number 2 in the WBC. Mark Macedo, he's the he's with PBC. The Filipino guy is promoted by Manny Pacquiao. This kid right here had a good win on that undercard, on the Spence undercard, on the FS1 portion. The kid looked like Canelo. He fought the African guy. He had lost to Steve Fulton. Kameda, I think Kameda's still PBC too. I know he had fights, so you'll probably see these guys in the ring pretty soon. PBC like to fill up their cards with lower weight divisions. Kanzu should win. And Ramirez look good. Yeah. I like Warrington that fight, but I can see Kanzu winning that shit though. I can see him winning that shit for real. So that's that shit for featherweight. All right, 122. Now, I heard an interview with Showtime, the Showtime guy, Steven Espinoza. He was saying it's gonna do like a mini tournament in 122, unofficial tournament. So we got the super champion MJ. He's been inactive since he won his title. I heard talks about him fight his IBF mandatory, Isawa or something like that, the southpaw. And then Figueroa, he's supposed to fight Luis Neri. That should be coming up in the spring. Ronnie Rios is the mandatory for Figueroa, but he probably gonna get that fight. He's the gold champion. Then Azat beat Ronnie Rios, but that was a good fight. They probably can run that back. The number 2 guy, Reese Salim, he got a good fight coming up on January 23rd on Showtime against Vic Pasillas, the number 8 guy. That's a good fight, bro. That might be the best fight on the card. I know you got Leo versus Fulton. That should be fun too. And then Rolly versus Paldo. But Aline versus Pasillas. Remember I said it first, bro. That fight gonna be banging. Let me see as I scroll down. Mike Planer. I haven't seen him since he beat Josh Greer. He's with Manny Pacquiao and Sean Gibbons, that little whole squad. Michael Conlon, you see him? He dropped down from 26. He said neither guy has power. Oh yeah, you talking about yeah, okay. You talking about Kanzu versus Warrington. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, that's gonna make for a fun fight. I think my man Kanzu is a little bit more technical with his stuff and more precise with his work. Sometimes I think Warrington fights in spots to me, but he's strong. He don't have no power like you said, but he's strong, like physical strong. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a good fight though. I'm looking forward to that one. All right, let me see. What jump all at me? Okay. Oscar Escondon. He's normally at 126. So he dropped down to 122. So expect him to get a fight. Remember what I said about Steven Espinoza want to do like a little tournament at 122. And even if he's not fighting somebody, he might be on standby because PBC do a lot of replacement fights. They got guys on standby because of coronavirus and stuff like that. So if somebody fall out, I expect to see my man Escondon in there somewhere. So yeah, they got some good matchups. All right, moving to 118. Let's get it. We got a change at the top. So Inoue is the man, super champion. Rigo is the regular champion. Look at number 1, Gary Antonio Russell. He just had that win over Payano. He hopped to number 1. You know what I'm saying? The kid, the number 2 guy from Ghana, Plange, something like that. He's tough. He might get a fight with Russell. Maybe Rashid Warren versus Russell. That's a good fight. So expect Gary Antonio to fight for an interim title. You know, they handed them shits out at the PBC. You know what I'm saying? Rashid Warren, Payano still in there. This kid right here, he just had a big win on the undercard I just seen in Japan. Damn, slipping my mind. But Ioka versus Tanaka, he had a big win. Jason Maloney still in there. So 118. Hold on, go back. Rigo supposed to fight Casemiro. That's a good fight. So I'm waiting. For the WBO rankings to come out. If I see Rigo up in there, then I already know what it is. That's how I be matchmaking, and I'll be like, that's how I know what's going on. Because of course he's not ranked. He haven't been ranked all year. So if we see him popping the rankings when they come up in the next couple of days, then we pretty much can bank it that he's going to fight Casemiro. So yeah, Superfly, one of my favorite divisions. Let me see. He said PBC has 9 regular titles. Did you count the interim too? They got a lot of interims too. I think Hellenius got the gold. Man, that shit's just crazy, bro. They replaced the USBA, NABO, Continentals of Americas. What's the other one? NABF. They replaced those titles that when I grew up off of, like the French titles that get you ready or get you a top 10 ranking. They replaced those with interim championship. But all the belts look the same. You feel me? So if I see Roland in my neighborhood with his belt on his shoulder, I'm thinking he's the champ. The kids run up to him thinking he's the champ. They all look alike. If I Google the belt and how I look, they're going to all look alike. But the Continentals of America didn't look like the real WC title and so on and so forth. The IBF title, the USBA didn't look like it was red like the IBF championship, but it didn't look like it. It was smaller, had a smaller plate on it. You feel me? So that's how they mud up the waters. And these casual fans come to the sport and they be like, man, who the champion? This guy had a champion. He a champion too, right? Then who? Man, I'm confused. So then they turn it off. They only come for the big fights and then they bounce. But us, we hear all the time. We got to deal with the bullshit. So that's why I'm going through this. So you can weed out. You can see what they're doing. You can see. He said, "Yep, yeah, man, straight interim championships." But 115, Chocolatito, he's going to rematch Estrada. Is a big fight. That's a big fight for us. Top of 2021. Franco going to rematch Maloney. Another trilogy. My man Franco about to have his second trilogy in less than 25 fights. You got the Olympian. He's the gold champion. He fought in the World Boxing Super Series, the Southpaw. I know he has some PD issues. They run it down, you know what I'm saying? Maloney, this kid number 1 from Thailand. So we really can't judge these guys. This guy from Thailand, we can go watch his fight. He can look good against the competition, but then when he come over here, he gets stopped. Like the kid who fought Josh Taylor, 1 round. Franklin Gonzalez is good. Francisco, this guy good. No Brett, he fought in Dominican Republic, not in that same card. They had a bunch of fighters on that card. He's all right. He got like 9-10 losses, but he's a good, he fought Ufai. Khalil Ufai a couple maybe a year ago. Israel Gonzalez gave these guys good fights. He fought Chocolatito. So if these guys fight each other, there'll be some good fights though, for real. All right, 112, we almost done. Artem, my man right here, he been champion for a minute. 2 years. He supposed to fight Luis Concepcion. That's a tough fight. That's a tough fight, man. I wanted to see my man unify, I'm saying, this division. Like I wish Tanaka, I know he went up to be great, but I think he had some work at 112 he could have completed. You got JC Martinez, the WBC champion, and the IBF champion, Malane Thang right there. Mathang Lane. He's a long reigning champion. So they got to figure this out. A lot of these divisions, they should be fighting each other, bro. I like Jay Harris. He's a good fighter. Christoph Rosales, former world champion. This kid right here, he fought on Amir Khan's. Amir Khan had a card in Pakistan, I believe, December the 19th. He fought on that card. He gave Mathang Lang a tough fight on the Manny Pacquiao Lucas Batista undercard. Number 14, Muhammad Wasim. He can fight. I think he was trained with Jeff Mayweather. 108. This is another division. Look, they got 4 champions, and they got They got two WBA champions. Kawaguchi, nice. He's just signed with Eddie Hearn. He's nice. He needs to unify. Yeah, he's old. He's old. But I think Concepcion can give him some work though. You know what I'm saying? You're right. I agree with both statements. He do need to unify, and Concepcion is old. But the old man might have some tricks for him. 108, Kawaguchi. Like I said, he just signed with Eddie Hearn, so and he's managed by Eddie Reynoso. So he should be on the I can see Canelo fighting in Japan versus Murata down the line after he become undisputed at 68. Fighting Murata in Japan, a big fight, and this kid Kawaguchi on the undercard. Carlos Gonzalez is another good fighter, undefeated. He a puncher from Venezuela. He can punch. He was supposed to fight in December, but his fight got canceled. My man, his opponent was overweight. Yeah, this division is nice. Ken Shiro, the WC champion. Felix Alvarado, we'll see him on Saturday. Elwin Soto. So hopefully, if Alvarado wins on Saturday, he can unify with Soto since both of these guys are Golden Boy fighters. That makes sense. The interim champion, Matillon, the Cuban, he all right. I like him. I love Bam. Bam is 20 years old. He's punching, trained by Robert Garcia. Not sure if he's ready for these top guys, but he's gonna be there pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? Ronald Chacon. You know what I'm saying? So they got a lot of guys. You gotta go watch them. These guys are throwing a lot of punches right here too. Jonathan Gonzalez, I remember him. He fought. Damn, who he fight? I think he fought Tanaka, I believe. So, and then the last one, 105. This kid right here. He changed his name so much. I think he one of them KP Freshmark guys. You know what I'm saying? They can unify too. Like this, the WC champion, he just unseated the 54-0 guy. You know what I'm saying? The IBF champ. All these guys need to fight each other. Wilfredo Mendez, he had to pull out his fight in the Dominican Republic a couple weeks ago. So I remember Vic Saladar. Remember him? Who else I seen? The main thing though, we need unification, undisputed. You know what I'm saying? That's how you can get your division popping. If you got 4 champions in a division like 105, nobody really checked for 105. But if you got one champion and you know what I'm saying, and he beating everybody, then maybe he can get some limelight. So that's what it is. He said, I was hoping, yeah, this weekend. Yeah, I know he was supposed to fight in November, but he had to pull out. I think he got corona or some shit, but he should be back. Eddie Hearn gonna keep him busy. All right, so that's it for that little tutorial of the WBA rankings, man. Go do your research on that shit. Y'all want to go look up some stuff, but definitely you got to watch them. They'll pull out a contender on your ass in a minute. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do. So getting back on this Ioka Tanaka fight, it was a good fight, man. A real good fight. He took the young man to school, in my opinion. I hope this is not a devastating loss for Tanaka. I think he should be able to come back from that. I want to say he underestimated him a little bit, man. He had a little swag in there, like he didn't believe that my man punches like that. But that was a good performance by Ioka. And he definitely can do some things in the division. 115 is nice. He said Kenshiro. Oh, okay. Kawaguchi fought. Yeah, he did. You talking about the WBA champion? I don't know if he fought him. It might be another. He may have. I gotta check that out. He said type. Okay, yeah, I go do my research on that. But I know he's the WBA. So yeah, it's smoking 115 though, because like I was saying, my man, he should be able to unify Ioka. I know he ain't afraid of no work. He just fought 2 young guys back to back. Naka earlier today, and then he fought Aston Palette, who was a big puncher, tall, big puncher. Don Nietes fought him, and they ordered Don Nietes to fight him again for the vacant title. Well, they ordered him to fight him again, but he turned it down. Nietes turned that fight down, bro. So Ioka stepped in and took the fight. It was a vacant WBO title. That's how he became 4 division champion. So that just tells you, man, what type of guy he is. He fighting these younger guys, and he's 31. He's not like the old guy, but for the lighter divisions, maybe that's kind of that's when they start to wear down a little bit. And when they get into their 30s, so we'll see, man, what he do. I want the Nkaha's fight. I want that fight. I want that fight. That fight should be next. For real. I want him in mind. So Ramvisai, because some Ramvisai waiting for the winner between Estrada and Chocolatito. But I like the unification though, because the IBF champion ain't been doing nothing, man. I haven't seen nothing from him too much lately, and he haven't been looking good in his performances as of late. So it's definitely time for him to unify. And I'm talking about Jerwin and Cajas. He's the top ranked fighter right here. Top ranked fighter. It's about time, bro, for him to you know what I'm saying? He can fight though. I was hoping. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good fight though. What's good? Keep it 100 boxing. Salute, bro. What's good? Yeah, so I want to see I want to see Cajas versus Ioka. Ioka also fought top prospect. Yeah, yeah, he sure did. Um, he beat another guy too, man. That I was just thinking about. Damn, I know he lost to Renron and he lost to Nietes in a close fight, but he beat another guy. But yeah, he's nice though. I like Ioka, so I'm screaming for this fight: Ioka versus Jerwin Cajas, unification, IBF, WO, or I take Sor Ramvisai. You know what I'm saying? I take him, but I'm pretty sure some Ramvisai going to wait it out. Maybe have an interim fight, and he'll probably get the winner between Estrada Chocolatito. So, like I said, 115 is popping, and this fight gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be crazy. The first fight was good, but it was a long time ago, and both of these guys on the down, they on the the final stretch. You feel me? They going downhill to me. Especially we know Chocolatito is, but Estrada had a tough fight against Quadras' last fight. Quadras ain't no punk though. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no punk, so I understand. But these guys are fighting each other. Quadras fought all these guys. I think he fought Sor Ramvisai and both of these guys. And both of these guys fought Sor Ramvisai. So they fighting each other, bro. We need to put Ioka up in there. That Ioka get some work. And Kajas need to jump his foot in there. Then we'll have like a real strong top heavy division. And then of course, we'll have some young guys coming through. He said, I love it. 8 years later, shit, I'm with it. I'm with this fight, bro. This fight, you already know what it is. You already know. This gonna be a good one. That's a big fight, man. That's a big fight in boxing. That's the biggest fight we got announced so far. I know Canelo, he supposed to fight Yildirim on the 27th of February, but as far as like big fight, this is the biggest fight so far that I seen announced. So hopefully there'll be more to come. But see, that's the thing. 8 years later, and you know when these guys get older, even though if they had a good fight before, they're gonna have a better fight now because they slowed down. So it's gonna be a lot. There's always gonna be a lot of punches. You know, we'll see who make the adjustment though. I think Estrada got a little bit more left in the tank, but you can't count out Chocolatito. So it's crazy, yo. I'm like back and forth with it because like Chocolatito is a sentimental favorite. And then Estrada got more left in the tank, and he's a better counterpuncher. I think he got better. He's actually he got better as a counterpuncher and a technician in the ring. Yeah, man, this is a good ass fight. Like that's what I'm saying. Like they don't want to give these small guys credit on the pound for pound list, but when they fighting each other and handling their business in their division, Man, they gotta get some type of love. I don't know about putting them 1 or 2 or 3, but I ain't mad at them coming in at 8. Like the winner of this fight, I'm mad at them moving up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Yeah, but I'm praying for Roma." Yeah, I want him to win too. But I don't know, man. Estrada, he's a beast. He's a monster, though. They gotta unify, like become. They need undisputed in this division for sure. But yeah, that was So now we're about to head into. We got the new year. You know what I'm saying? Happy New Year again to everybody. He said but the winner but then yeah, Ramazai. That's right. That's okay though. If Ioka fights and Kajas, then the winner of so whoever got the 2 belts at the end of the year, they can as long as they undisputed on the track of undisputed, it's cool. But the other 2 guys is not fighting each other. Like Ioka, I know he down with it. He got what's his name? Who worked with him? Tom Loeffler worked with Ioka, so he can get him over here on some cards. He don't got nothing. He don't got no network over here, so I can see him working with Top Rank. Why not? Put him on the shit. Put him on one of them Top Rank cards. That'd be nice. Put him on the Put him on the card with Monster anyway. If he fight over here again, or if he don't fight, either way, like you can build it. That'd be tough, bro. Yeah, tough competition. Yeah, 115 straight. But I want to touch on this card we got on the second. Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell. I want to touch on it real briefly, like before I get up out of here. I like this fight though. I really like this fight. You know what I'm saying? So this is like we're gonna see what Ryan Garcia going. You know what I'm saying? This is all eyes on him. These dudes have it tough. While yeah, that's true. That's true. I agree with you, Sean. I agree with you 100%. 115 it's a gauntlet. You feel me? And they already fought each other. They fight each other again. They recycling each other, and it's still great fights. But we can't get. Well, I don't go down that shit. But a lot of these divisions is weak as hell. You know what I'm saying? That's a good test. Yeah. And Ryan Garcia holds the keys. And you can listen. I know Teofimo Lopez is a unified champion. Some say he's undisputed. Some say he's unified. I say unify because I'm tired of WC trying to confuse me. This should just kept Devin Haney as the interim champion and mandated him to fight the winner between Lomachenko and Lomachenko and Teofimo for undisputed. Wouldn't put no mud in the water, and then we understood that. Devin Haney got next, but when they elevated Devin Haney, now that shit all confused. They saying it's undisputed. The ESPN telecast saying this is for all the belts, undisputed. So the casual fans, we had a big night for boxing fans because that card did. I don't know how many the number. I don't know what was the numbers per se. I forgot. 3 million. I'm just throwing. I don't really remember, but it was a big number. It was highly watched. So everybody watching that hearing undisputed, undisputed. But then Devin Haney is the WC champion. It's too confusing, bro. And the WC could have just kept it. Yo, Devin, you're gonna be interim champion. We're gonna guarantee you're gonna get the winner. You know what I'm saying? Whoever become undisputed. And if they don't fight you, we just elevate you then. You know what I'm saying? If they vacate. But this franchise shit, it messed up everything. But this fight, over 3 see, there you go. So over 3 million people heard them say undisputed, all the belts. And if it's 3 million, I'm gonna take a shot at the dark. Maybe 100,000 was real hardcore boxing fans. For real. There ain't no way we got 3 million hardcore boxing fans. Hell nah. Nope. Because we got some people that think they hardcore fans and they really on the casual side. You feel me? So Yeah, they only know certain stuff about certain fighters, so they fall in that line too. But I like this fight. I'm gonna run down the undercard real quick. So this card has got early start time. You feel me? So they can accommodate the UK audience with Luke Campbell and the zone and stuff like that. So it's gonna start at 3 p.m. on the East Coast, and the main event should be in the ring by 6 p.m. East Coast. So they're supposed to have a 5 fight card on the zone. Sean Garcia, he's gonna open it up. That's King Ryan's little brother. He a softball. He alright though. He ain't no bad fighter. You know what I'm saying? Um, who else on that? Uh, Phil Alvarado is on that. He's defending his title, his 108 IBF title against DJ Krill, who is a former world champion at 105. His twin brother Renee is fighting a rematch with Gutierrez. I talked about that. Franchon Cruz and Alice Rincon, they on the card, but I think they might be on the Facebook page, the Golden Boy Facebook page. So that's probably start like at 2 o'clock East Coast. So you know what I'm saying? We'll see. He said they don't anything you talk about in the last they don't know anything. Yeah, that's true. Probably. I don't know. I mean, well, in some cases, yo, it's like I mean, a lot of people talk boxing. I'm not knocking nobody. I think it's good because you talk boxing, that's good. Everybody got their different viewpoint and their knowledge. Only time that shit get blurred when you try to discredit somebody like myself, they really know what they're talking about. And then when like let's say I put out something, then it's like you don't want to acknowledge it or some shit. Like what I'm saying is wrong or like you ain't trying to hear it because it's not I don't know, maybe I'm not talking about no, you know what I'm saying, no purse split. But it's all good though. It's all love because I invite anybody over to come talk boxing. It don't matter to me. But yeah, that's true. Cause I want to when I go to people's channels, I want to learn something for real. I want to learn something. Seriously, I want to learn something. Barely 5,000. Truly, you might be right. He said, all right, yeah, salute to y'all though. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. I want to learn some shit, and sometimes I go to some channels. I like the entertainment part of it. Then some I like knowledge. But if I feel like I can't get nothing out of it, I'll just hit the like button and bounce. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. I hit the like button, say what's good in the chat, and then I bounce. You know what I'm saying? So, but back to this fight, man. I like it. I broke it down one of my lives, whatever. But I don't mind doing it again because I think we in store for a good treat tomorrow. I think Ryan Garcia about to put on. I got a feeling he about to put on. Luke Campbell, you look at the facts of it, he's coming off a loss. And he took a lot of punishment against Lomachenko. I mean, he gave Lomachenko a good fight, but he took a lot of work. And I felt like, you know, yeah, this is a test for Ryan Garcia, but how much Luke Campbell got? You know what I'm saying? He's an older fighter, longer layoff, and he got beat up his last fight, coming off a loss. And a lot of guys that fight Lomachenko, he take all that shit from him. You feel me? He take that shit, that confidence, deep love for the sport. Nice listen to dudes that feel the same. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Yeah, man. Yeah, I love it. I can't stop it. What was the first boxing match on the record and modern record? Yeah, let me know, man. I don't know. First boxing match on record in the modern recorded era. Recorded history. Let me know, bro. I don't know that one. I think I'm decent at trivia, but I don't know that one. Let me know. I listen. You give me a homework assignment, I'm going to do my homework assignment. And next time I see you in the chat or something, then I break all that shit down for you. I don't claim to know everything, but I think I'm pretty well well-rounded in the sport. Like I'm nice at he said a butcher and a butler. I, I haven't even talked about women's boxing, and I got that shit from A to Z. Butcher versus Butler via Duke Amber. Yes, sir. I appreciate that. Albemarle. Okay, that's some UK shit. I'm gonna look that up, and I'm gonna make sure I'm proficient at that shit. It's all good. Yeah, that's what's up. I appreciate that. Dropping gems in the chat. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get on it then. I'm gonna get on it. Yeah, yeah. Nobody knows everything. I just want to be well rounded in the shit that I do know. Women's boxing, boxing politics, rankings. I can talk the drama. I can talk that drama shit too, but I'm cool. Cause I want the fights. I get frustrated because like just briefly on this Earl Spence shit. I'm gonna leave it alone. I feel like it shouldn't be no barriers. I understand you know what I'm saying, he did what he had to do to get the position and all that. But it shouldn't be no barriers when you're talking about 1 versus 2. However you want to flip it. They 1 versus 2. So I think both guys should be seeking to get that fight. Like, yeah, we got business to handle, but this is the fight I want. Like, this is the fight I want right here. I understand Pacquiao out there. That's cool. If you can get the legend, get the legend. I got you. But he's waiting for Conor McGregor. So basically, Conor McGregor, an MMA fighter, is in charge of the welterweight division. He got the domino. He got the first domino. So once he knocked his down, if he beat Dustin Poirier on the 23rd, and so let's say he beat him, now he's in the driver's seat to get Pacquiao. Then what that leaves Spence? The IBF mandatory, Quadratilo Arkadorov. Okay, you know what I'm saying? What's the next best fight? Spence and Bud, and then Bud, what he gonna do? Fight Porter? I like that fight. But this nigga, like that's what I'm saying. It's just to me, it's simple. If Pacquiao ain't available, you should fight Bud. That's all. That just makes so much sense. But it's all good. I'd rather watch 115. They're gonna give us the fights, make the fights the fans. Yeah, because it gonna come a point in time when we're not gonna care about this shit. First heavyweight champion recognized in modern history. That's Sullivan. The first heavyweight champion modern history. Is that the Sullivan? Help me out. Well, yeah, I'm looking forward to see Ryan Garcia though. I think this is a good little test because I think I haven't seen him fight a taller guy and then tall southpaw at that. And Luke Campbell is a good fighter though, so we'll see. He said Pac not fighting these guys. Yeah, that's how it looked like. He said, yeah. So I want to see how he said not Sullivan. Who is it? He said Garcia. So Garcia, yeah, Garcia fighting a taller guy. I think he ain't gonna have. I don't think he's gonna have too much of problems. I think Campbell is gonna be tentative. You know what I'm saying? Because the hand speed and that's gonna keep because Campbell is a counter puncher really. He like to, ease his way. I think he got to be a dog though in this fight. He got to back up Ryan Garcia and make him, fight off the ropes and stuff like that, and step with him. He got to step with Ryan Garcia because he keep his chin up, but he has fixed that recently because I seen him holding the phone and I see him using his stiff arm, his lead arm to create distance. So it's not gonna be that easy. And he do got fast feet when he wants to, but Ryan is a little flat footed, so maybe it depends. He said James Fig. Okay, salute. There you go. Learning some shit. The Butcher versus the Butler, Duca Albemarle, and then we got James Fig. I bet the first heavyweight champion recognized in the modern boxing history, James Fig. All right, that's what's up. So yeah, we'll see though, man. And Ryan Garcia got the keys, similar to Conor McGregor. He's not no champion, not like that. I know this is for the WC interim, but Everybody want to fight him because the recognition he bring. More people want to fight him than they want to fight the champions. That's weird, but that's how boxing is now. I mean, I heard JoJo Diaz talking about A side, B side in the interview. He just got, he just became world champion. You know what I'm saying? So it's just embedded in these guys' head, and I understand the business part of it because you got to get what you worth, but do that shit behind. See, that A side, B side give your fans reason for you not to fight that guy because you know that's a threat. You know what I'm saying? So I say leave that out and just talk about that behind closed doors. You don't got to tell the fans to split how much money they made, none of that shit. Because ever since they started doing that, we don't get the fights we need. And to get the fights we need or want when we want them, we got to go through this every day and burn. Worry about a guy like Bernie. Bernie is a boxing fan, but he's biased towards Bud. So whatever he say, he gonna down anything against Bud. So we giving this guy so much light, and he ain't really bringing them to the table. And he ain't even answering the questions. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that shit's crazy. That shit's crazy. But we should have a good 2021 though. Hopefully everything pans out. We can get these fights. I know we've been having some cancellations though due to COVID and stuff like that. You really can't control that, but hopefully we're gonna start getting some fights announced though pretty soon. These guys gotta fill out their lineup. Um, I know Benavidez in camp. I'm hearing he about to he about to fight somebody that y'all might not be pleased of, but he got a fight coming up in March. So we'll see. What's good, bro? Ricky, what's good, bro? Ricky E245. Say what up, family? What do you think about Ryan Garcia, brother? He's straight. I like him. Southpaw. You know what I'm saying? Got some good hand speed. He's gonna open up that. He gonna open up the show tomorrow. The first fight on the zone. So yeah, I like him. I like these guys. These guys can fight, man. They grew up in fighting, and you can tell they still trying to learn their craft. You know what I'm saying? And being around Canelo, like I'm just saying, like if you're around the best, that shit gonna rub off on you. You know what I'm saying? And give you confidence too. So these guys headed in the right direction. I'm looking forward to see how Ryan look. He gonna have a crowd there. So and that shit good for boxing. You know, bringing in new eyes to the sport. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I know it sounds crazy, but I would like to see Pac versus Canelo on board. Hey, maybe. Oh, you never know. I think Canelo stops him, but hey, it is what it is. But we'll see what Pacquiao do. We'll see. But I want to salute everybody coming through, man. Rocking with me. We touching up on these rankings. I'll probably do another one about when these next sanction bodies comes out. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna know what's going on with them. They ain't gonna be able to slip nothing by us. You know what I'm saying? We rocking on this channel. They can't get by us. You know how they like to do. So I think I think the IBF might be next. I'm gonna do one on them, break down their stuff. IBF really don't have too much, don't have like crazy changes at the top though. So I don't expect nothing crazy from them. WC, they normally have some crazy shit. He said, "Are there any women's fights that you want to see this year?" Yeah, I want to see Amanda Serrano versus Jelena Marinovich. That's a featherweight unification, 3-belt unification. I want to see Chantel Cameron. Chantel Cameron has a chance to be the women's fight of the year. What's good, Rob87? What's good, man? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Ricky too. Everybody, Happy New Year. But Chantel Cameron has a chance to be women's fight of the year if she do what she talking about doing. She's the WBC champion. She has a mandatory in Melissa Hernandez, the shark. Hernandez been around for a minute. So I'm thinking she's gonna fight her first, but there's 4 champions in 140. You got the IBF champion, Mary McGee. Then you got the WA champion, Kaylee Reese. And then you got the WO champion, Christina Lenartu. All three of those ladies I just named, those champions, they under one banner. So they probably not fighting each other. They got the same manager and shit like that. So Chantel Cameron is in a position to run that gauntlet. If she do that and become undisputed, fight those three champions, she's definitely fight of the year, and she can get some votes for pound for pound women's boxing for real. Haplotype salute, bro, on that super chat. I appreciate that. Salute to L Dub for coming on and giving some talk on New Year's Eve or New Year's. Much appreciated. No problem, bro. No problem. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you coming through, dropping gems, you know what I'm saying? Old school stuff. I appreciate that. I'll make sure I do my homework and get on your content and make sure, you know what I'm saying, I'm still learning for real. So I appreciate you, man. Thanks. So yeah, so Chantel Cameron versus any of those champions. I want to see Carissa Shields. I want to see her. I ain't really on that MMA shit she talking, but I feel her. She gotta do what she gotta do. But I want to see her against Savannah Marshall. I want that fight. I want to see Franchon Cruz versus Elin Cedarus, undisputed. I wouldn't mind saying Christina Hammer versus the winner of Franchon and Cedarus. I want to see Michaela Mayer versus Mavei Hamadouche. I want to see Terry Harper versus Hamin Choi, and then I want to see 130 become undisputed. Who else? Sanicia Estrada. I want to see her get a world title, maybe against Annabelle Ortiz, somebody like that. Man, it's a lot of, man. I can run it down. It's a lot of women's fights I want to see, and it should be easy to make. Kay Taylor. I don't know what she's gonna do. I know she'll probably get the winner between McCaskill and Breakers Part 2, but she's kind of like she can do whatever she want to do. Don't be surprised if Kay Taylor fight Chris Cyborg in a little catch weight money fight. Don't be surprised, because if you really look at it, she don't really got no opponent. She cleaned out 35. There's no really good opponents at 135, honestly, for her. Because Chantel Cameron at 140. I would say Chantel Cameron, but I don't think Kay Taylor is in a position to fight Chantel Cameron right now. But if Chantel Cameron becomes undisputed, yes. If somebody at 130 becomes undisputed, I can see Kay Taylor fighting the winner of the undisputed person, the undisputed champion. Then maybe Natasha Jonas have an opportunity to fight Kay Taylor. Yeah, man, it's a lot of fights, bro. I can keep going. I want to see Hannah Gabriels versus Raquel Miller, the winner fight Carissa Shields. Yeah, bro. Let's get it popping. Women's boxing. I can legit do my own channel. I can do another channel strictly about women's boxing, bro. I can, for real talk, I could do it. They got a heavyweight, Danielle Perkins. She might be going for the heavyweight title pretty soon. But you know, the further you go up, there's not a lot of female. It's not a lot of females in the division. And the higher you go up, 130 is the best division in women's boxing. 35 got Kay Taylor. Of course, Amanda Serrano and Kay Taylor is probably the biggest fight in women's boxing. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. I'm all down for that one. But they got some politics in it to work out. So yeah, man. I'm with that women's boxing shit too, bro. I'm for all that. I'm for all that. You know what I'm saying? And the thing, and see, they got their politics too. Because at 130, I'm gonna touch on this before I jump off. Salute to everybody too. 130, they got 4 champions, right? Terry Harper got the WBC and the IBO, if you want to count that. But Bay Hamadouche got the IBF. He said Gabriel versus, that's a good fight, yeah. Raquel Miller. The Chocolate Tito beats Estrada. Yeah, that fight gonna happen. Yeah. They're gonna fight again. But I know what you're saying though, bro. Damn. Mama said I got that kryptonite. Now I see what you're saying. Oh man, he got that chocolatito kryptonite, bro. Yes, sir. Damn. What's up, Neutral Natural? You know what I'm saying? He said, "Yeah, what you sipping on?" I got that hen dog, bro. That henny all day long. He said, "I want to see a third unification at super flyweight unification at 115." Yeah, in House versus Ioka. There it is. He said 3 belt, but I feel you. Some people think House don't want that work. So Ioka versus the winner, I guess. I don't know. So Ramaside Chocolate, damn man. He said the Chocolatito seek out that third fight. I think he would though. But that's like that dude got that kryptonite for him. I don't know if he can beat Sore. You know what I'm saying? But Sore Ramaside looked good against Red Wrong in August. But Red Wrong is a crafty guy though, former world champion, so it is what it is. But touching on 130, the women's real quick before I bounce. Once again, salute to everybody. Make sure you hit the like button. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But so 130 got that politics too. They got Michaela Mayer frozen out a little bit. She's the WBO champion. She on top rank. And then Eddie Hearn got the other 3 champions: Terry Harper, BC, Hamin Choi, WA, and then Mavet Hamadouche, IBF. So he don't have to fight her. You know what I'm saying? But if you know Eddie Hearn, he going to protect. I feel like he got a soft heart for Terry Harper, so he probably protect her. He probably see she's probably the bigger talent, and he signed those 2 champions for Terry Harper, but he need that WO for her to become fully undisputed. He's not gonna fight. He's not gonna send. He's not gonna fight Terry Harper and Michaela Mayer. Not gonna fight next. You feel me? He gonna say that for the last fight. So she's kind of frozen out in a sense. So if she don't get the other champions, which she probably won't, because Harper supposed to fight Hamin Choi in April once her hand heals. You know what I'm saying? She broke her hand in that fight against Katharina Thanders. But Bay Hamadouche, she fought in December. She she just bullied that girl, stopped her, beat her up, stopped her to the body. Now maybe they can send her over to fight Michaela Mayer and get that belt off of her. You know what I'm saying? Make her fight the toughest one because Hamadouche is tough. She's a bulldog type of fighter. She come forward on some Ruslan Provodnikov shit. I call her the Ruslan Provodnikov of women's boxing. So maybe she can come over and fight Michaela Mayer in the unification. And hopefully, Eddie Hearn thinking he get that W off of her and then bring it back and fight Terry Harper in the undisputed. So, you know, so let's say Michaela Mayer can't get those champions. So who does she fight in the States? I say somebody that got a name. So I would say Heather Hardy, right? But Heather Hardy she want a bag. She want a bag that's not there. If y'all follow her, she's speaking up for women's rights and stuff like that, and for equal pay or better pay for women, right? And I'm with her, but I don't know if Top Rank is going to give her a big bag, knowing how Bob Arum operates and coming off a loss and this, that, and the third. So although they just want the name, like who else can she fight? Melissa St. Ville, maybe. Like these ladies over here, who's she gonna fight? It's another one that I like. Veronica Jeffries. Like who Michaela Mayer gonna fight if she can't get one of Eddie Hearn's fighters? I would love to see her versus if she can't get the champions fight Natasha Jonas. That's a good fight. I know Alicia Baumgartner, she's recovering from an ACL, so she's gonna be out for a minute. Uh, Tierra Brown, Tierra Brown, and Michaela Mayer has history in the amateurs, and Tierra Brown is the NABO champion. That's affiliated with the WO. So, yeah, man, we well rounded over here about this boxing talk. I might have to tighten up on that the 1800s boxing. You know what I'm saying? Duca Albemarle and James Figg. I admit that, but stuff going on right now. Yeah, we nice over here though. So I'm saying this is joking around, but salute to everybody coming through, man. Happy New Year to everybody. I appreciate you guys coming through talking about this boxing. Thank you, Haplotype, for the super chat. Everybody coming through and this, contributing to the chat and all that good shit. I appreciate it. So I'll be back with another one. Y'all have a good one. I'm out.